Many thanks for joining us on the news at this hour. I am Joy Annie. Let's begin with the headlines. Presidency reacts to Peter Obi comments on Nigeria's rising petrol prices, describes it as wrong and embarrassing. Anti-One-Trans unit of FCT police recovers arms ammunition from suspected syndicates. Nigeria Railway Corporation confirms train incident near Asham, no fatalities recorded. And now the news in detail. Special Assistant to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on social media, Dada Olusegun, has reacted to Peter Obi over his comments on Nigeria's rising petrol prices. Olusegun made a remark in a post on X, responding to a statement by Obi published on Thursday, in which the former Anambra State Governor blamed Nigeria's vulnerability to global oil prices shocks on the absence of a strategic petroleum reserve and a lack of government planning. Olusegun told Obi to stop commenting on issues he does not understand, describing the former governor's remark on rising fuel prices as wrong and embarrassing. He said the recent rise in fuel prices in Nigeria is not primarily because the country lacks a strategic petroleum reserve, adding that the fuel market is now largely deregulated following the subsidy removal by the administration of President Tinubu. Dada Olusegun added that in a deregulated system, petrol prices respond directly to global oil prices, exchange rates, shipping costs, and supply risk. Special Assistant to the President also noted that when geopolitical tensions involving Iran push global oil prices upward, countries that rely heavily on imported refined products like Nigeria will inevitably feel the effect at the pump. The structural imbalance, he said, combined with exchange rate pressures, has consistently made the country vulnerable to global price movement. Now, the Nigeria Labour Congress, NLC, has urged the federal government to award a cost of living allowance and tax relief for workers to cushion the effect of the recent increase in the price of premium motor spirit (PMS) or petrol caused by the ongoing crisis in the Middle East. The demands were made in a statement, "Save Nigerians from this shock. An urgent relief has become necessary," signed by its president, Joe Ajaero, on Sunday. The group noted that the petrol price hike had worsened the economic hardship for Nigerian workers and citizens. The NLC listed its demands as including immediate wage award and cost of living allowance (COLA) for all workers to cushion the rising cost of living, expansion and overhaul of the cash transfer program to ensure transparency and guarantee that assistance reaches the most vulnerable citizens with transfers adjusted to reflection of inflation, immediate tax relief for workers, including suspending regressive taxes on low-income earners and taxing the informal sector. It alleged that the situation had exposed the fragility of Nigeria's downstream petroleum sector and deepened the suffering of workers and their families. Now let's take you to Abaji, where the chairman of Abaji Area Council, Alhaji Abubakar Umar Abdullahi, has flagged off the distribution of 50 kg bags of rice to Muslim faithfuls across the council ahead of the forthcoming Eid al-Fitr celebration. Flag of ceremony was carried out on his behalf by the Director General of the AUA Campaign Organization, Honorable Muhammad Angulu Bello. Reflects the leadership philosophy of the chairman, Alhaji Abubakar Umar Abdullahi. He said remains committed to the welfare, inclusive and well-being of the people of Abaji Area Council. Responding on behalf of the ward representatives, the APC officials express appreciation to the chairman for the timely intervention and pray for Allah's continued guidance and success in his leadership. Now, similarly, the chairman-elect of Gwagwalada Area Council, Comrade Kashimu Muhammad Ikwa, has distributed bags of rice of 123 widows across the council as part of activities making the forthcoming Eid al-Fitr celebration While presenting a 15-kilogram bag of rice to each of the beneficiaries at a residence in Gwagwalada, Comrade Ikwa said the gesture was aimed at supporting widows and the less privileged in the society. He explained that many of the beneficiaries were among the women who supported and voted for him during the recently concluded chairmanship election, stressing that it was necessary to support and appreciate them. The chairman-elect added that his administration, when inaugurated, would give priority to women and youth empowerment with special attention to widows in order to help them become self-reliant. Comrade Ikwa assured the widows that the distribution was only the beginning, promising that more empowerment programs that will improve their living conditions will be introduced when he assumes office in June 2026. Speaking on behalf of the beneficiaries, Mrs. Comfort Ayuba expressed appreciation to the chairman-elect for the gesture and prayed for God's continued blessing upon him. Now, a 45-year-old suspected armed robber and cultist identified as Abiola Yakubu has been arrested by a police operative attached to the Maitama Division of the FCT Police Command. A statement issued by the spokesperson of the command, SP Josephine Ada, said on the 13th of March 2026 at about 8:30 a.m. police operatives attached to Maitama Division, while conducting routine stop and search patrol around Diamond Junction, Wuse to Abuja, sighted a dark-colored Toyota Corolla approaching the police barricade at high speed. According to SP Ada, all effort made to flag down the vehicle proved abortive as the driver ran through the barricade in a bid to avoid search. She said the police operatives, however, gave him a hot chase in their patrol vehicle, eventually double-crossing and bringing the vehicle to a stop, adding that the driver quickly disembarked from the vehicle, opened fire on the operatives and attempted to escape the scene. The statement noted that the police team responded with superior firepower, overpowered and arrested the suspect, Abiola Yakubu, adding that the search continued and conducted on the suspect led to the recovery of a locally made pistol with one expanded cartridge in his possession. The statement further noted that preliminary investigations indicates that the suspect is a member of a cult group and that he bought the locally made firearm round and found on him from his gang member named Jasper. Also, operatives of the SCT Police Command Anti-War Trans Unit, while on surveillance patrol around Gudu area of the FCT on the 13th of March 2026 at approximately 1:30 a.m., intercepted a motorcycle conveying 3 passengers, adult males, leading to recovery of arms and ammunition. According to a statement issued by the command spokesperson, SP Josephine Ada, upon sighting the police team, the suspect immediately sped off and threw away a bag before escaping the scene, and then the bag was promptly recovered by the operatives. SP Ada said, as such of the bag led to the recovery of 1 pistol with 6 rounds of live 9mm ammunition, 1 locally fabricated gun with 3 cartridges, 1 wire cutter and 1 cutlass. The statement noted that efforts are ongoing to trace the source of the firearm and apprehend the suspect who is at large. Similarly, police operatives from Mabushi Division have arrested a suspect in connection to a stolen but recovered vehicle. Providing details of the incident, FCT Police Command spokesperson SP Josephine Ada in a statement said, on the 9th of March 2026 at about 10:04 a.m., a complaint on residents of Galadima, Abuja, reported to the Mabushi Police Division that his Toyota Corolla S vehicle with registration had earlier been stolen from where it was parked in Kaduna State on the 5th of April 2024 by unknown persons. SP Ada said, acting swiftly on the report, police operatives from the Mabushi Division commenced an intelligence-led operation aimed at tracing the vehicle, adding that their effort yielded positive results at the same day as the stolen vehicle was successfully traced and recovered from a male, Blessing Ohobete of Duse Alhaji, Abuja. She said the suspects and the recovered vehicle are currently in police custody while investigation is ongoing, noting that the suspect will be charged in court upon the conclusion of investigation. Now, the Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria, FAN, has confirmed the arrest of 4 suspected bandits on Sunday within the vicinity of Akure Airport in Ondo State, following a coordinated security operation involving aviation and security agencies. In a statement issued on Sunday, the Director of Public Relations, Public Affairs and Consumer Protection, Henry Agbebie, said the arrest was triggered by a district alert indicating that suspicious individuals were sighted behind the airport perimeter fence towards the Leyeru community. According to the statement, security personnel comprising FAN's Aviation Security, AFSEC, the Nigerian Air Force, the Nigerian Army, the Nigerian Police Force, and other local security outfit immediately launched a joint search operation in the area. During the operation, some of the suspects reportedly attempted to flee, but 4 individuals were successfully apprehended by the joint security team and have since been handed over to the Nigerian Police Force Area Command for further interrogation and investigation. Mayor FAN commended the swift collaboration among aviation security personnel, the military and the police and local security groups, including Amotekun and community vigilantes who joined effort led to the successful arrest. The authority noted that the incident underscores the need to strengthen airport perimeters security across the country, adding that the federal government, through the Federal Ministry of Aviation and Aerospace Development, with the support of the presidency, has accelerated effort to provide modern perimeter fencing and enhanced security infrastructure at airports nationwide. FAN said the project is already being implemented in phases to ensure airports under its management are better protected against unlawful access and other security threats, while also reassuring the traveling public and host community of its continued community and commitment to maintaining the safety and security of airport facilities across Nigeria. You're watching ASO Television News. We are live on DSTV channel 392, also on StarTimes TV channel 127 and Free TV channel 507. We are also on the UHF band on channel 38. Now still to come on the news. Nigerian Railway Corporation confirms train incident near Asham, no fatalities recorded. Stay with us for this and more after this time out.
Some things don't arrive, they've always been. Not for a day, for all of time. Until quietly something shifts. Moving from someday to now. Women are not honored in time. They are woven through it, shaping every story, every voice, every breath. We are because she is, and because tomorrow they will be.
Many thanks for staying there. Now to the rest of the news. An expert in public health advocacy groups have urged federal and state government to prioritize public health by introducing mandatory salt reduction targets and front-of-pack warning labels for all processed and pre-packaged foods to safeguard consumers from preventable diet-related diseases. The group on Sunday, to mark the 2026 World Consumer Rights Day, drew attention to the growing health risk associated with unhealthy diet. In a joint statement, the organization, which include the Network for Health Equity and Development, the Center for Communication and Social Impact, and Corporate Accountability and Public Participation Africa, said such measures have become necessary as Nigeria faces a rising burden of non-communicable diseases. They stress that urgent regulatory action is required to curb excessive salt consumption and ensure that consumers are adequately informed about the nutritional content of food available in the market. The group urged authorities to enhance and enforce mandatory salt targets, implement clear front of pack warning labels, restrict the market of ultra-processed food to children, strengthen product monitoring and enforcement mechanisms, intensified public education campaigns aimed at promoting healthier dietary habits. According to the coalition, about 29% of deaths in the country are now linked to conditions such as hypertension, heart disease, and kidney failure. They identified excessive salt consumption as a major contributor to the trend, noting that the average Nigerian consumes about 10 grams of salt daily, nearly double the World Health Organization's recommended limit of 5 grams. The group said the 2026 global theme for the World Consumer Rights Day, Safe Product, underscores the responsibility of government to ensure that food products do not pose hidden risk and health risk. The General Overseer of the Mountain of Fire and Miracles Ministry, MFM, Dr. Daniel Kolawole Olukoya, has called on Nigerians to practice righteousness and pray for the country and her leaders. Dr. Olukoya gave the charge on Sunday evening during an interview with journalists in Abuja at the sidelines of the launch of his Miracle City located in the Gwagwalada area of FCT. Our reporter, Richard Alechenu Ayebe, brings us more on that report.
Dr. Olukoya, who was in Abuja for a 3-day apostolic visitation from 13th to 15th of March 2026, ministered at the MFM headquarters Wuye and the Miracle City, a magnificent edifice which was eventually launched on Sunday evening. Speaking on what inspired the commissioning and launching of the Miracle City, as well as how it will affect humanity, the MFMGO said,
Okay, the Mountain of Fire and Miracles Ministry is a prayer ministry. That's why you don't find us making too much noise. Prayer is not a noisy affair. We pray. We're praying for the nation. We're praying for everyone who needs help. So our vision is to spread the fire of prayer all over the nation. So the Miracle City is not the only kind of prayer city we have. We have one in Warri, we have one in Enugu, we have one in Panchi. So we have these prayer cities scattered all over the place just to spread the fire of prayer. We will affect humanity by positively changing their lives and making them better people. Righteousness exalts a nation. Sin is a reproach to any nations. We should practice righteousness. We should pray for ourselves, pray for our country, pray for our leaders.
In an early ministration on Saturday, 14th of March 2026, at the Miracle City, Dr. Olukoya, while preaching on connecting to the deliverer from death, highlighted the areas God delivers his people from.
God delivers his people from death, delivers the eyes from tears, and the feet from stumbling.
The 3 days event witnessed intense prayers, prophetic declarations, deliverance, spiritual warfare, and an outpouring of fresh fire. Richard Alechenu, Aso Television News.
Now, women in Gwagwa and Caribou communities in FCT have benefited from skills acquisition to assist them in navigating the challenges of life. To commemorate International Women's Day, the Creation Women's Foundation, C4 Creation, empowers women through skills acquisition, highlighting the sense of women's development in the society. Here's the report.
Flagging off the ceremony with its motto, Her Growth and Reaching Homes, a development program, the CEO, C4 Creation Women Foundation, Mrs. Obiageli Udo, in an interview with Newsman, noted that the empowerment event aims to feature skill acquisitions, talk shows, and various activities to improve the standard of living for women in local communities of Gwagwa and Karimo of FCT.
There's skill development. We taught them a lot of things, soap making, the hygiene, and some talk shows that will enable them move forward or promote their life in the society.
Responding on behalf of the women, Community Women Coordinator Mrs. Charity Chikezie expressed gratitude to the NGO for the initiative that has brought about enlightenment to the community.
Teach us how to make soap. They still teach us how we are going to live in our various families. When we miss on certain things where we cannot be able to handle, we come and meet them, then go help us and arrange our family back well.
Benefiting women who spoke with excitement said the skill acquisition program was timely and would help them cope with challenges, especially during these difficult times.
A lot, and we pray that God will bless them. They taught us how to prepare liquid soup, and how to manage the affairs of our home so that there will be peace. So we thank them for coming. I believe that we come more so that we will learn more from them.
It's very simple that if I go to the shop and tell them I want to do either multi-purpose soap, then they will give me the ingredients. In fact, I'm happy that I learned a lot. And I pray that God will continue to keep this organization because the
C for Creation Women's Foundation assured the women of continuity as implementation is key to ensure that what they have been taught are put to practice. Oluchi Jacinta Okorie, ASO Television News.
Now, women in the country have been encouraged to forgive easily and let go of past grudges for the sake of maintaining their mental wellness. This is the Women of Prayer and Praise Fellowship, WOFPO, an interdenominational fellowship for women, recently marked its 18-year convention here in Abuja with the theme, Rooted and Grounded in Love. Daniel Obi has that report.
The event brought together women from various professional and spiritual backgrounds, fostering a spirit of communion, unity, and empowerment under the leadership of Dr. Abiola Johnson. The interdenominational fellowship focused on spiritual growth, mental health, and community building, encouraging women to prioritize self-care and seek support with emphasis on love, togetherness, and forgiveness.
My advice for women is that they should keep serving God. They should keep loving God. They should keep being together, in unity, in love, forgiving one another, enjoying their lives, with peace.
When we don't let go, we bottle in a lot of things, and women are professionals in that aspect. So it's important that women let go of anything that is bothering them so that they can sleep well.
All what we have learned is that we should forgive. Because even when you forgive today, you move there, somebody will still offend you. So make it an habit and cultivate that culture that in any situation, let go. Just let go. When you keep praying, when you connect with God in prayer, I tell you, unforgiveness would just be a thing that is just at the tip of your fingers. Forgiveness and mental health are intertwined. So when there is peace in your heart, your mental health is perfect. You sleep, you have peace. But when you are filled with a lot of junk in your heart, unforgiveness, there is no peace. Obviously, there is no peace for the wicked. I hope you know that. So wickedness is not just when you are doing something bad, but when you carry a lot of baggage in your heart, that is evil, and to affect your mental health.
This topic today was really timely because today, what is killing people is not just the BP, HIV, and all of that. Unforgiveness can also kill you. You can go to bed with it and you will not wake up because of the way you feel about the pain of what somebody did to you.
Key highlights include awards for diligence, which was presented to outstanding members recognizing their commitment to the fellowship's mission. The event also featured vibrant Thanksgiving sections from various branches of the fellowship, all to the glory of God. Daniel Obi, ASO Television News.
And the Nigeria Railway Corporation (NRC) has confirmed the train incident that occurred around 10:30 a.m. on Monday near Ashram involving a rail locomotive and a passenger coach. In a statement signed by the Managing Director of the corporation, Dr. Kayode Epifa, preliminary reports indicate that the rail locomotive made contact with the passenger coach due to a compiling fault. The corporation said some passengers sustained injuries and were immediately attended to before being taken to a nearby medical facility for treatment. However, no fatalities were recorded. Emergency response protocols were swiftly activated while technical teams were deployed to the scene to manage the situation. The Safety Investigation Bureau is also on ground to conduct a detailed investigation in line with established safety procedures. According to the NRC, the train eventually arrived at Idu Station at about 10:39 a.m., approximately 38 minutes behind schedule, after the affected locomotive and coach were removed. The corporation assured the public that passenger safety remains its top priority and that the necessary measures are being taken to ensure the continuous safe operation of train services. Meanwhile, the Nigerian Safety Investigation Bureau, NSIB, has commenced an investigation into a railway incident involving a passenger train operating on the Rigasa-Idu corridor. The incident occurred at about 9:16 a.m. along the Jere Asham section near Asham Station in Kaduna State. According to the Bureau, this train, identified as KA2, departed Rigasa Station in Kaduna for Idu Station in Abuja and made a scheduled stop at Jere Station before continuing its journey. The NSIB says ram locomotive was attached to the train at Jere Station to support the onward movement. However, shortly after departure, the locomotive detached while the train was moving along a downward grade and road forward, striking the rear portion of the train. At the time of the incident, the train was conveying 429 passengers along with 46 crew members and 24 security personnel. Director General of the NSIB, Captain Alex Babu Jr., said investigators are examining technical, operational, and infrastructure factors, including locomotive attachment systems and operational procedures, to determine the cause of the incident. They added that the Bureau will work closely with the Nigerian Railway Corporation and other relevant agencies, while updates will be provided as the investigation progresses. Now, the federal government has partnered with Admiralty Maritime Services to expand the use of inland and coastal waterways as a cost-effective alternative for transporting cargo and passengers across the country. Permanent Secretary of the Federal Ministry of Marine and Blue Economy, Fatima Mahmood, disclosed this in Abuja during a courtesy visit by the company's Chief Executive Officer, Rear Admiral Mushin Abba, retired. Mahmood said the ministry is prioritizing the transition of freight movement from road to waterways, noting that data shows that water transportation is significantly cheaper than road and rail. According to her, shifting more cargo to waterways will help reduce logistics costs and ultimately lower the prices of goods and services. She added that the initiative aligns with the policy direction of the Minister of Marine and Blue Economy, Adegboyega Oyetola, aimed at achieving President Bola Tinubu's vision of positioning Nigeria as a global maritime leader. Mahmood also highlighted Nigeria's achievement of maintaining piracy-free territorial waters for 3 consecutive years, while stressing the need for stronger collaboration with regional and international partners to secure shipping routes in the Gulf of Guinea. In his remark, Rear Admiral Abba reaffirmed his company's commitment to supporting the ministry's blue economy agenda, while identifying underwater wrecks and the need for dredging in ports such as Lagos, Warri, Calabar, and Port Harcourt as key challenges affecting maritime operations. And on to business, the Republic of Togo has stated interest in boosting its electricity purchases from Nigeria's Niger Delta Power Holding Company, the NDPHC. Now, the imported electricity, according to the statement, contributes to sustaining a reliable, quality, and affordable power supply for households, businesses, and public institutions in Togo. Statement by the company noted that the interest was made known during a strategic meeting between the management of the Niger Delta Power Holding Company and a delegation from Campaign Energy Electric du Congo, the national electric utility of the Republic of Togo. The delegation was led by the Director General of the organization, Deboke Mba Baranado, to strengthen existing cooperation with NDPHC and explore opportunities for cross-border electricity trade expansion. During the engagement, the Director General of the Campaign Energy Electric du Togo commended NDPHC for the consistency of its electricity supply and the positive role the partnership has played in improving power reliability within Togo's electricity network. He observed that the collaboration has been mutually beneficial to both organizations and has further strengthened regional Energy Corporation in West Africa. In view of these developments, the CEET noted that additional supply would support the country's power expansion strategy and ensure that newly connected consumers receive stable electricity. But as a bulletin, but before we go, look at one of our major stories again. We told you the special assistant to President Bola Tinubu on social media, Dada Olusegun, has reacted to Peter Obi over his comments on Nigeria's rise in petrol prices. But as news, I am Joy Annie. Thank you for watching.